Hello LEGO fans, MobileZoot0302 here with a review on the Fire Lord from the Hero Factory series. So this guy, I love the way this guy looks. I can't pose him obviously, but I love the way he looks, yeah. I love especially all these double jointed things, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Starting off with the colors, he's got these shiny metallic gray pieces for the feet, some of the lower legs, black, orange, red, light gray, silver, and yeah, he's got a lot of fire, you can definitely tell, going on here. So, articulation, the head is on two joints in there, so he can go backwards and forwards. Some pretty crazy positions there. It will rotate 360 on both joints. That will come into play a little bit later. The little fire bursty thingies back here are on two joints as well. You can get them to rotate a little bit, kind of come over to the side here for some fire out the front. Or you can point them down as jetpacks. They kind of look like it. I like to do that sometimes, but what they're supposed to be is kind of just shoulder pads for him. Then at the arms, you've got two joints here, and it's a lot, you know, it's limited. I think the two joints there, let's get him down a little bit lower. I think the two joints there kind of limits it a little bit, but you can get the arm to go about that high. You can get it to come back about that. Not a lot there. He's a little bit dusty. He's been on my shelf for a while, but anyways, yes, there's two joints here, and that really makes this articulation suffer. Anyways, you can get his arm pretty much all the way up there. At the elbow here we have one joint, and it's one of these ones where you can't really bend it at the elbow so that it'll go up any further than that, but you can do a full sweep here with the pieces and the armor doesn't really get in the way. It's just these two joints there that really kind of suck. Up at the wrist, you've got another one of these joints, but you can't rotate the wrist 360, and you can rotate this thing 360. The wrist also has a little ball shooter, and the ball fell out of there. These newer Bionicles seem to be having this. This seems to be the popular weapon of choice for now. All of them come equipped with it, and you know what? I really like it. It shoots pretty good. Basically, all you do is squeeze those two together. Let's see if I can catch it here. And that ball will come out. We'll plug that in there for later, though. There's no articulation in the chest whatsoever. Pretty much normal on Bionicle kits. But here, in the back, we have, I don't even know how many joints this is. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 joints back here. These you can get a little bit more articulation with. The leg will go back about that far. It's still not as well as I would like it, and the leg will go forward about that far. I love the way it looks though on the back. It's kind of like butt cheeks. So he can sit down. You can kind of have him in a sitting post or pose. He's waiting on the train. But anyways, these leg armor pieces are connected on here by a joint, so you can move them a little bit. It's not much. It probably didn't have an intent to be a function like that, but you can do it if you want, and that's nice. The kneecaps here are also double jointed, or you have two joints here, but they get a pretty nice range of movement because they're side by side. You can twist these legs a lot, actually. But it'll go about 90 degrees there, and it'll go about 90 degrees there. The feet are also on two joints. So they can go about there, and on the other side, if you get this foot piece out of the way, pretty much 360. And then the heel spurs, this is really nice. They give you 2 of them on here. Whoops, if you can see, so they're really secure, and he's not going anywhere unless you purposefully give him too much back or front room. The toes on here are also on a ball joint. They will rotate 360, wiggle. Basically, you can get them to go anywhere you want. that's about it for this guy. The articulation on the right arm does suffer a little bit just because of this large accessory here. This is pretty much his arm spiky, daggery, shovey in thingy. I don't know if it's a name. I'll do some research to see if this one does have a name, but as far as I know, it has no name. It's on the same joint as the other arm is on. It's pretty much symmetrical except for this. Yes, and he doesn't have an armor piece. So standing up straight, you can see he's pretty much out of shot. I can't even get all of him. See if we can zoom back, get a little bit out of the way. He's pretty tall. For comparison, I have the Corroder from the same line as a Bionicle. And then, what the heck, let's throw in a Gundam in there. So this is the 1:144 CeraVe Transam Gloss Injection. So he's pretty tall. He's not to scale, though. He is not a 1:144 scale. I'm not sure what it is. There should be a little thingy there telling you what scale he is. But that's how he looks. Let's just get all these guys out of the way, and I'm going to go through some of his cooler points here. So yes, we have the shield sword spikes here, and these are two separate pieces, but they go together quite nicely unless you have a bent blade, which I did in my original kit that I got with this guy. But over time, they pretty much can bend straight, so if you leave them on the shelf for a while, or maybe I've heard of some people using an iron and a thick cloth to kind of bend it, or leave it in their car on a hot day, something like that. But anyways, I'd like to talk about these flame designs here. That's not paint, it's not stickers, that's how it is when you get it in the thing. I like how they did that. This is Lego, and it is geared toward a younger model building experience, I guess. So for the kids, this kit is pretty nice. You get a pretty cool looking guy. He stands pretty tall, he's pretty big. There's not a lot of little pieces except for the pieces that connect in there, and then they give you extras of those. But you can have him almost in any pose that you want except for the arms. The arms kind of give you a little bit of trouble, but you can easily cheat by bending them this way. All in all, he's a pretty good... I'm not sad that I bought him. Oh, I forgot one more gimmick. The head turns around. Not sure if this is another mode. It said nothing in the instruction manual about this head. But to me, it kind of looks more demonic. I don't know, maybe that's an ultra super mega burst mode or something. Flame Pyro Lord. But yes, this is the Pyro Lord. He's a good kit. Recommend him to any of you young builders out there. So that's it for this. I'll see you guys in the next review.